you react to everything. Every comment, every email, every silent look from a stranger. Your peace depends on people who barely know your name. You lose sleep over things you cannot change. You replay old conversations that never mattered. You let small moments quietly ruin entire days of your life. Today you will learn the Stoic rule that ended this pattern for emperors and slaves alike. By the end, your reactions will no longer own you. Notice what happens inside you when your phone buzzes, your chest tightens, your mind races. A small piece of plastic now controls your nervous system. Notice what happens when someone cuts you off in traffic. Anger floods in instantly. A stranger you will never see again rewrites your morning mood completely. Notice what happens when a coworker says one careless word. You carry that word home. You replay it at dinner. You take it to bed with you. This is what the Stoics called living as a slave, not in chains, but chained to every passing event outside your control. You wake up tired because your mind never truly rests. It is busy reacting to memories, to fears, to imagined futures that may never arrive. You are not weak. You are simply untrained. No one ever taught you the difference between what happens and what you do with what happens. That single distinction is the entire foundation of Stoic philosophy. And once you see it clearly, you can never unsee it again. 2,000 years ago, a Roman emperor sat down each night with a small journal. His name was Marcus Aurelius, and he ruled the known world. He could have written about power, conquest, or wealth. Instead, he wrote about something quieter. He wrote about mastering his own reactions. His meditations were never meant for us. They were private notes, a man training his own mind to remain steady inside an impossible life. If an emperor needed this practice, so do you. Your inbox is your empire. Your relationships are your senate. Your reactions are your battlefield. The Stoics named one principle above all others. They called it the dichotomy of control. It quietly divides everything in your life into two categories. Some things are in your control. Your thoughts, your choices, your responses, the effort you bring, the meaning you assign to events. Some things are not in your control. Other people, the weather, traffic, outcomes, the past, the economy, what strangers think about you online. The Stoics taught a simple rule. Pour your energy into what you control. Release everything else. Most suffering lives in confusing these two categories. You cannot control whether your boss is in a bad mood. You can control whether you carry that mood home into your kitchen tonight. You cannot control whether someone respects you. You can control whether you act with integrity even when no respect is returned to you. This is what comes next that most modern teachers leave out. The Stoics did not say to suppress emotion. They said to question it. When anger rises, ask one question. Is the cause inside my control? If not, the anger is wasted fuel burning a fire. You cannot win. Epictetus understood this better than almost anyone. He was born a slave in the Roman Empire. His leg was broken by a cruel master. He had every reason to live in rage. Instead, he built one of the greatest schools of philosophy. He taught that freedom is internal, never external. He told his students one truth that still echoes today. Men are not disturbed by things. They are disturbed by their opinions about things. The event is neutral. The traffic is just traffic. The email is just words. Your suffering is the story you wrap around the event itself. Now imagine applying this exact insight tomorrow at work. The difficult coworker is no longer your problem. Your reaction to them becomes your only project. When you live this way, something quietly shifts inside you. The world stops feeling like an attack. It starts feeling like passing weather instead. You begin to feel a strange stillness when others panic. You begin to feel grounded when life shakes the people around you. This is the Stoic gift. Marcus Aurelius described it as building an inner citadel, a fortress inside your mind, a place no insult, no loss, no fear can ever truly enter. This is not coldness. This is not detachment from love or care. This is the strength to remain yourself when everything outside is trying to shape you. Your identity slowly transforms. You stop being the person who explodes at small things. You become the person others lean on when storms arrive. Now, let me give you the practice. The exact method the Stoics used. Simple enough to apply tonight, powerful enough to change your decade. It is called the pause practice. Between event and reaction, insert one full breath. In that single gap lives your entire personal power. Most people live without that gap. The event happens, and the reaction fires instantly. There is no space for wisdom to enter the equation. The pause changes everything. One breath becomes one question. Is this in my control? The question becomes a choice. The choice becomes your character. Practice it in small moments first. Someone interrupts you. Pause. Breathe. Choose your response. Notice the strange new feeling of being in command. Practice it when your phone buzzes. Do not reach. Pause. Breathe. Decide if this moment deserves your attention. Most of the time, it does not. Practice it at the dinner table when frustration rises. Pause. Breathe. Remember that this person is not the enemy. The reaction was the enemy. Each morning, take 2 minutes for what the Stoics called premeditatio malorum. Imagine quietly what might go wrong today, not to fear it. To prepare. You picture the rude driver, the harsh email, the disappointing meeting. When they arrive, they cannot shock you. You already met them in your mind. Each evening, take 2 minutes to review the day. Where did you react? Where did you pause? Where did you build your inner citadel today? This is the daily rhythm of a Stoic mind. Morning preparation, daytime pausing, evening reflection, a loop that quietly forges emotional control over time. Pause here for a moment. Comment which of these patterns you have lived with most. The constant reacting, the replaying, the losing sleep over small things. If this video is reaching you tonight, drop one single word below. Write the word control. That word becomes your reminder for the coming week. Share your biggest mental battle in the comments. Someone reading will recognize themselves in your words. The Stoic path is walked alone, but never in isolation. Now let us return to the deeper work. Because there is one obstacle that stops nearly every person who tries this practice. It is hidden in plain sight. The obstacle is your belief that your reactions are who you are. You confuse your temper with your identity. You confuse your fear with your truth. But the Stoics taught something liberating. You are not your reactions. You are the awareness behind them. The reaction is weather. You are the sky. Most advice fails because it tells you to control your feelings. The Stoics never said that. They said to observe your feelings without obeying them. That single shift removes the war inside you. You stop fighting your anger. You simply watch it arrive, name it, and let it pass through. What works differently here is the patience. You are not building a quick fix. You are building a lifelong fortress. Every pause adds a stone. Imagine your boss criticizes you in front of others. The old you burns inside. The new you pauses. Is their opinion in my control? No. You respond calmly. You take what is useful. You release the rest. You walk away with your dignity. They lose power they never truly had. Imagine your partner says something sharp after a long day. The old you fires back. The new you pauses. The new you remembers. They are tired. You answer with patience instead of pride. The argument dies before it begins. Your relationship grows quietly stronger in the gap between event and reaction. Imagine anxiety arrives at 3 in the morning. The old you fights it. The new you greets it. You name it. You watch it move through. You apply the view from above. You picture your worry from far away, from the moon, from 1,000 years from now. The fear shrinks instantly. Imagine anger rising in traffic. The old you grips the wheel. The new you laughs softly. Amor fati. You love your fate even this delay. You begin to notice something. Your days feel longer in a good way. You are present. You are awake. You are no longer leaking energy everywhere. Here is the secret level most people never reach. The Stoic practice does not just protect you. It quietly attracts respect, trust, and opportunity into your life. People feel your steadiness. Leaders feel your composure. Partners feel your reliability. The unreactive mind is magnetic in a world full of noise. Your career advances because you do not break under pressure. Your relationships deepen because you do not wound from reactivity. Your sleep returns because nothing follows you home. This is the long-term transformation, not louder, quieter, not faster, steadier, not bigger, stronger. You are building the inner citadel one breath at a time. You cannot control what happens to you. You can only control your response to it. Your peace was never in their hands. It was always in yours. The world will keep moving. People will keep speaking. Events will keep arriving. None of that is the problem. Your relationship to all of it is. The free mind is not the mind without storms. It is the mind that no longer becomes the storm. It watches, it chooses, it remains. This is the truth the Stoics carried across 2,000 years, through emperors, through slaves, through soldiers, through teachers, through every soul who wanted real freedom. Tonight, before sleep, do one simple thing. Write down one event from today that disturbed you. Then write whether it was inside your control or not. If it was outside your control, draw a line through it. Release it from your mind. Let it stay on the paper. Do not carry it forward. Tomorrow morning, choose one moment in advance. A meeting, a commute, a conversation. Promise yourself one breath before any reaction. One pause. One small Stoic act. Do this for 7 days. Just 7 days. You will not become a different person. You will become the person you already are underneath the noise. Comment below which moment you will choose tomorrow. Write it. Make it real. Let this video be the line between the old pattern and the new path. If this reached something inside you, subscribe to Stoic Mind Reset. We meet here every week to build the unbreakable mind, one ancient practice at a time. The world cannot disturb a mind that has chosen its own response. That is the entire Stoic secret. That is the quiet power inside every human being. You were never meant to be at the mercy of every passing moment. You were built for something steadier, something deeper, something the ancients called wisdom. The unbreakable mind is not born. It is built, one breath at a time, one pause at a time, one Stoic choice at a time. Welcome to the path. Tonight, write down one event from today that disturbed you. Mark whether it was inside or outside your control. If outside, draw a line through it and release it. Tomorrow, choose one specific moment in advance, a meeting, a commute, or a conversation, and commit to inserting one full breath between event and reaction. Practice this single pause for 7 consecutive days.